Well, happy 12th night, everyone. It's so good to be continuing this journey we've been on, looking at the fruit of the Spirit as we soak up the Christmas season. We have Epiphany tomorrow, Epiphany Sunday. Hope you'll join us for worship at 5:30 p.m. on Sunday for that. But tonight, we are on the 12th day of Christmas. And as we wrap up this journey over the next few days about the fruit of the Spirit and how God works, we're thinking about being a people who avoid causing strife. And I've introduced you and talked a lot about my snowman friends over the last few weeks as we've been thinking about preparing for Christmas and then about spiritual gifts. And it strikes me tonight, it's supposedly going to snow later this evening. It might snow some more tomorrow, more next week. And one of the ironies of having inflatable snowmen is that they don't actually work that well when it's snowing. That snow comes down and it weighs them down and they can't inflate properly. Sometimes you can fill them up first and they can stand against it if it's just a white snow. If it's harder, it pushes them down. And I think that's sort of like what strife is in the church. We see in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, Paul said to the people as they're struggling and facing strife with each other, "For you are still of the flesh. For while there is jealousy and strife among you, are you not of the flesh and behaving only in a human way?" We like to think of the strife that we cause as being somehow spiritual strife. We're bringing in the correction people need. But we don't like to think about that when we're facing it for others. Here's the thing we know, that when we divide, when we argue, when we find ourselves being pulled apart, what we're doing is we're bringing in that blizzard that pushes down the work of the Spirit in our lives. And no matter how happy my friends can look tonight, when that snow comes, they're not going to be able to do, ironically, as snowmen, what they're called to do. And yes, sometimes we're called to be those in the world that are going to stand for the truth. We're truth men and truth women, but not in a way that causes strife, not in a way that just buries people under the snow. We're those who are called to help people be lifted up by the work of the Spirit, as we've been talking about. And so as we come to the end of the 12 days of Christmas, let's think about in this new year, in this year with so much going on, how can we be people, not people who leave a wake of strife behind us, but people who refresh those around us, who help other people plug in and get fully inflated in the Spirit. We can do that this year. We're going to be doing far more for the kingdom than we can ever imagine, because God's going to use them. Let's be people who inflate and not smother and deflate this year. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you tomorrow for Epiphany.